But that's happening because of that. And your hat boy. This just in. I've ordered a Metroid hat, so I'll be wearing hats soon too. Okay.
Make sure you use that. Hey everyone, welcome to Geekbeef Gaming. My name is Andy Beef.
I'm Josh Beef.
And this is Geekbeef Gaming.
This is Geekbeef Gaming.
Welcome back to episode 4. I have to make sure that that's right with him because I don't ever remember.
Yeah, it's episode 4.
Let's begin.
Oh. Not a sponsor. We just enjoy them. You could be.
Could be.
Or if you have a specific brand of beverage.
Or justice.
We could always endorse that. We endorse justice in this Croatian city.
Croatian. Yeah, so we talk about gaming and video games and get this. We talk about things.
Dude. No way.
Yeah. 7 things, maybe 8.
Maybe.
Actually, it's only closer to like 5.
Speaking of things.
Yes.
The first thing that we're going to be talking about is Nintendo reportedly releasing a new Switch in the second half of 2019.
No snap. That's true?
Snap indeed.
Wow. I can't believe that's happening. Didn't the Switch just come out 2 years ago?
It did.
Or 1 year ago?
Is it 2?
How long has it been? It's been over a year.
Well, Breath of the Wild was 2017's Game of the Year. And
Okay,
it's
so it was
2018,
last
so no, was it 2016? Was it Overwatch? I think was 2016's Game of the Year.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but
It came out last year at some point, but I don't know.
I believe
when.
that's correct.
Beginning, and this is October, so
because
close to 2 years now.
Hold on.
But see, that's the thing with Nintendo; they're not releasing like a new console. It's just an updated Switch. You know, you have your DS, your DS Lite that had a backlight, and
don't go there.
And they upgraded the DS how many times? Like 8. And then eventually they hit the DS Pro. So the new Switch, Pro. I'm guessing, will have 4 joysticks, 2 rumble packs in each.
It'll be the Octo
Joy-Con.
Switch, pretty much.
I'm guessing they'll have the Joy-Cons on the side and then one on the top and the bottom, so that you could actually hold it this way and have a friend holding it this way, and then you could like work together.
It'll be a plus sign. Essentially.
It'll be a big plus sign.
Pretty much. It's probable that they're gonna do either and or like an LCD upgrade. Wait, it's not an LCD screen, is it? The screen, regardless.
They can upgrade the screen.
They can upgrade the screen. They might upgrade the processing in it. Now that it's been out to the masses for, like we said, at least over a year, they'll probably do some things to it to.
Yeah, just some small upgrades, maybe some heating upgrades, so less likely to get.
I know
hot.
mine.
Honestly, the Switch is an amazing console with how much they pack into such a small handheld device. I love the Switch. It's probably one of my favorite consoles I've ever had. It brings me so much joy and
it does.
No pain.
Me too.
Less
I actually
pain than
just
expected.
finished. I've been slowly conquering each game. I would always get.
Did you know there's a Q in the word conquer?
Yeah, it's right before the U and right after the N.
What did you finish?
Conquer.
Conquer's bad for a day.
I've been conquering.
There's no Q in Conquer or bad for.
There is in Conquer, but not in Conquer's bad for a day. Maybe, I don't care.
All right.
Anyway, I've slowly been beating each game for the Switch. So it started with Super Mario Odyssey when it came out, and then Breath of the Wild, and then a couple other ones. And along the way, I've been specifically dedicating my time to one game at a time, which
you are a wise man.
Is good and bad because it's good because it allows me to actually finish the game and feel accomplished, and which is like ultimately what I enjoy the most. But at the same time, it's like I want to play another game at the same time. Like I just finished Resident Evil Revelations last night, and it was a really good game. Really enjoyed it. First Resident Evil I've played in full. You showed me the first one on the PlayStation 2, original PlayStation.
Original PlayStation.
No!
Don't open that door!
Yeah, and the cutscenes and all that stuff. Like, to be honest, it still felt kind of cheesy.
Oh, it's super cheesy. They're all cheesy. Like Resident Evil 4, it opens up with Leon Kennedy, and then you do the whole opening scene. They get to the one scene after all the Ganados or whatever walking away. He's like, "Where's everybody going? Bingo. It's just full of these really cheesy lines, but they're fantastic.
I had no idea.
It's why we love Resident Evil.
That's hilarious.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
But anyway, I finished that great game. Continuously moving on to them, but as I was doing that, my friend let me borrow Doom, and I was like, I really want to play Doom, but now that'd be like Venom's voice. Go check out our review of Venom on this channel.
See if you hate it as much as we do.
Yeah.
Or
spoiler alert.
Dislike.
And so that's what I've been doing. Finished Resident Evil and
Revelations.
So
fun fact: when Resident Evil Revelations came out on the 3DS, they misspelled Revelations on the art box, and it said Revelations.
I knew that.
It's pretty funny.
I knew that. I knew
and
it was
a failed. I don't know.
Nintendo
It's just
attempt.
kind of funny. And then they fixed it eventually, and now it says Revelations. But someday we'll do an episode on failed screw-ups of video game boxes. There's a lot that we could talk about there.
Maybe.
Anyway, back to Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to see in a new Nintendo Switch or an updated system? We were talking about the LCD screen, which isn't a big deal, but
right.
it could make some big possibilities.
Obviously, what I would love to see would be 4K upscaling on the dock, which is not going to happen, which is okay. I'm okay with the current 1080, like the next gen consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. They can do 4K gaming and stuff, and it looks great. No one is really complaining about the Switch because of what it is, the mobile and docked home console. Because of what it is, you can't really shoot it down because it's amazing.
Honestly, for me, all I want to see is like some upgrades to the face, the main system. Like, I want to be able to do some backgrounds.
I would like the
wallpapers.
Talk about that more in a second. I want to see the border of the screen widen, because the border on the outside of the screen it seems like they could do.
That'd be cool if they could take a look. I mean, it's like an iPad. You have so much space around all the edges when the screen could just be bigger. I know it's required to fit in extra components and whatnot, but I mean, they have the USB port and everything on the top or the bottom or the sides.
Right. I think maybe not. Never mind. I was gonna say like more USB ports, but no one really needs more USB ports.
You can add those with a
dongle.
Yeah.
I have enough
dongle.
But you were saying about the UI.
I just want to see an upgraded UI. I thought they should have released that with the latest update with the subscription anyways. It'd be nice to see some custom wallpapers, more options for setting up your icons. The Wii U had a nice UI for setting up your games. Even the DS does, the 3DS. You can set up different folders and everything for different games. I hope they do something like that here soon, because it's the only option we have now is it shows 10 games on your main screen and then just your most recently played ones and you can't organize them at all.
Sorry if this is really loud. I just feel like I should get it adjusted. I like the user interface how it is. And you're not saying it should be changed. You're saying it should just be added.
They just need to add some stuff to it.
I think custom backgrounds would be great. Do you think there's really any reason for an onboard camera like they did with the DS? Like that's
I can see them eventually adding a camera, but Nintendo's done that so often where they release console, another generation, and then another generation with a camera. Even the original Game Boy, they released the Game Boy camera, which was awesome back then, but it was
just camera.
Yeah, kind of crappy.
Really. Yeah, I mean, I
Polaroid.
don't. And the thing that I feel like has been really hard on Nintendo, which I think they've done an amazing job with, is you can't put like full mobile things on a half mobile console. Like putting a camera on the Switch when most people I mostly use it docked. Which I went to Canada a weekend or so ago, and I was playing it constantly. So that was not docked. But most of the time when I'm home and I'm able to, I'll just play it docked because I liked how the console feels better. So a camera wouldn't be able to be used very well.
Here's the thing. One of the main things about even the online play using your phone for it is everyone has a cell phone. So everyone has a cell phone. You're already carrying around a cell phone. So unless you need the camera for in-game stuff, there's no point in having a camera.
Yeah.
The 3DS made good use of the camera because it was a 3D camera, so you could do VRs or
augmented
reality.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't see them doing anything like that with the Switch, unless they want to make a Switch 3D, which would be awesome.
That would be super.
That's my biggest thing is I miss the 3DS 3D screen. I love the 3D.
It was absolutely amazing how they did that because it
So
was
cool.
rendering 2 images at once,
Yeah.
and the way that they like did the eye tracking, the facial tracking. Well, now that you bring up mobile, I hear Nintendo is attempting, or is it attempting? They're working on a playable Game Boy phone case.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a
They-
hair on your chin.
Thank you.
Got it. Continue.
Thank you, Josh. What a stand-up guy.
This is Geekbeef. But yeah,
Yeah,
Nintendo's
Game
playable
Boy.
phone
They
case.
had a blueprint drawing, whatever.
I didn't know anything about this. He brought it up to me.
Yeah, it's just a Game Boy phone case that Nintendo could be working on.
I'll pop up the
potentially.
image right now.
Ta-da!
Look at
that! Wow. But you can see, like, basically you hook it to your phone, and I don't know if it plays the games on the case or if it'll play the games on the phone screen, but using the buttons on the case as a touch screen sensitive buttons. I don't know. They don't really show
Well,
too
right
much
now
about
they
it.
already have. There's already a Tetris
And I've seen that.
phone case.
But
and
that's
it's on the
basically you
back.
turn your phone around backwards, and then
Right.
you play the back of your phone, which is kind of neat, but
I mean, with modern technology and how far we've come, with the Switch being packed up all into what it can be, I don't see why they can't basically make a Game Boy Classic, as a phone case. That's I mean,
Right.
I don't know everything that goes into it, but I don't feel like it's too far fetched. Might be a really bulky one, might be be as thick as the Game Boy Color was, just sitting on the back of your phone maybe, or they'll make a new Game Boy Color that you can put your phone into.
who knows? We'll see. What would you like to see from a Game Boy phone case made by Nintendo officially?
Let us know in the comments.
Below.
Below.
A funny thing Reggie said this last
Fils-Aimé.
week. Reggie Fils-Aimé, yes. He said they were asking him about using the online capabilities of your phone to connect with your friends on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And they were complaining about it because it works okay, but not super well. One of his responses was, people like playing their Switch anywhere. They like to be on the bus or in the park to play their Switch. And people want to be able to talk to their friends while they play their Switch in the park or on the bus. So having that ability through your phone to play and chat with your friends in the park or on the bus using the phone app is such a great idea, right? Except for one thing. Where are you going to get the Wi-Fi to connect your Switch to the internet? And sure, you can look at your phone using your phone as a hotspot to connect, which I've done, and it works okay, but not for online gaming.
My carrier does not provide a hotspot.
Right. Mine either.
There's a lot. How do you what?
We won't talk about what I have.
All right. But yeah, it's a good point. I think the connection would be really great, but there's not. I don't feel like it's a big enough. I mean, they could just throw it in there to throw it in there.
Yeah. I think the
there's-
demand for a built-in voice chat and friend system on the Switch is something people still want. It's desirable even with the phone app they've used because it hasn't worked too well. They could upgrade it and make it work better, but even so, it's easier to just connect while you're on the console anyways,
Well, there's no voice chat on the Switch at all right now.
There is.
On the phone. On the app on the phone, there is. Not on the Switch.
No, on the Switch. There's some games that you can actually have voice
that's
chat.
true. In the games, that's true. But there's not like
You can't just connect with your friends.
It's
and
not
voice
like the
chat
Xbox
like a party.
where you can just join a party.
Right.
Yeah. Or is that on PlayStation 2?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's not like every other gaming console, unfortunately.
But this is Nintendo we're talking about,
But something big about it is that I personally have experienced a lot of times where, say you're doing cross-platform play, and not even just on that, but there's like going into Discord. Discord's the biggest name in like talking mid-game pretty much. So that's why I'm saying Discord. Because I use Discord, you use Discord. Putting like your headphones on and then using your phone or your computer or whatever for Discord while playing a game online, you can't hear the game. Or you can't hear your friends.
And that's how it is with the Switch. Like you can wear headphones to connect to the app to hear your friends chat.
But it's one or the other.
Yeah, you can't hear the game.
And I think that's
unless you
something
have
that should
one
be,
in your ear and then you're listening through the other.
which is awful.
Yeah. So
that'd be nice if that were adjusted.
anyways, is that something you'd like to see an upgrade for on the Switch to have a different online system and more capabilities for chat and friendship. Since we're on the topic of Nintendo, The World Ends With You Final Remix hits the Nintendo Switch this week. Josh, have you ever played The World Ends With You?
I have seen advertisements for it.
Oh, you mean the one I showed you 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's great.
The World Ends With You came out on the original DS pretty early in its lifetime. And it's pretty amazing. Like, the game got a lot of fame. It was a DS game, but it was one of the larger scale games on a handheld console at that time. So over time, they've continued to expand and re-release this game. It's been on the Android and iOS. I think Android. I know it's been on iPhone. And they've re-released it several different
I feel like
times.
a lot of game companies are putting things on mobile. Like, the more technology progresses, they're just able to punch it all into an app.
Yeah. I can't remember if they released it on the 3DS.
He can't remember.
I don't know. Anyways, it comes out on the Switch this week.
This week. Wow.
And it's kind of cool. They've updated it to HD. It looks really cool.
You played that.
Yes, I played.
Did you play the whole thing, or did you, like...
I played it back when it came out. And it's been over 10 years now that this game released.
But did you beat it?
Oh, I beat it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Way back then. The game, you play as a character that gets sucked into this game that these bad guys or whoever have pulled all these people in this game and say, you have this much time to save the world, or you have to perform certain tasks that they tell you to do, or they'll kill you. So
it's like parents. You
end up meeting friends and partnering up with all these other characters. It builds a badge system, badges you can use to upgrade your character for different abilities. If you haven't played it, check it out. It's definitely going to be a big hit and continue to be a big hit.
Depending on reviews, I might get it. I don't like it's been established.
You're not allowed to buy any games. You have so many games you have to finish already.
Not so many. I have 3. 3 I have to finish.
He's got 3 games he had to finish.
I got 3.
So you got at least 3 months before you have to.
Dude,
this game.
Like, hour-wise, Revelations only took me 17 hours.
How many days, Josh? How many days, Josh Beef?
Over the course of, like, 3 months.
Exactly. So in 9 months,
pretty much,
you can play The World Ends With You.
Pretty much, yeah.
Also this week, Luigi's Mansion comes out on the 3DS. What? That's right, the 3DS.
Wow,
the 3DS is not dead.
That's still a thing.
Long live the 3DS.
When Metroid Prime is not what it's called. When Metroid Samus Returns came out, I got the 3DS. That was the Samus Returns.
You got the Samus Returns edition.
I did.
The orange one?
It's in mint condition, never out of the box.
You need to bring that over sometime so I can sniff it.
He can sniff it. We will be giving that away for $200. No.
That's a steal for
That's
that console at this point.
It's exactly how much it cost when it came out. But I have that, and
What's this have to do with Luigi's Mansion?
I just heard 3DS.
Yeah, you got excited.
I got excited about
cool.
Metroid.
Anyways, the original Luigi's Mansion comes out on the 3DS this week, which is kind of awesome. They released Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark of the Moon. I say that, but that doesn't sound right. That sounds like a Transformers movie.
Dark of the Moon is it's the second one. Or I don't know.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, we did. But they also so they're releasing Luigi's Mansion 1 on the 3DS, the original one, and then they're also releasing 3 Luigi Mansion 3 on the Switch next year.
Yes.
So there's 2 Luigi Mansions games coming out in the course of this next year. So anyone that loves Luigi's Mansion, again, I haven't played them, but I know a lot about them. I know
that's what's cool is a lot of people
pretty acclaimed.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't played Luigi's Mansion. They've always wanted to, but no one's gonna go pick up a Nintendo 64 to play Luigi's Mansion.
Probably.
So 3DS they have, and they added multiplayer to it, which is kind of cool. You can now play with friends on your 3DS with Luigi's Mansion.
And just the 3D capabilities. They're just awesome.
Yeah,
so
it'll be cool to see. I'm definitely going to play it because I haven't picked up my 3DS in a while, so it'll be fun to.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. To play
mine's been in the corner next to my bed for a while. But
have you been punishing it?
It's yes.
Shame on that 3DS.
Shame on that.
How dare he?
It didn't beat.
Did he make fun of your Switch? They released some gameplay footage of Resident Evil 2 this week.
What did they release it of?
Some gameplay footage of Resident Evil 2.
What?
You're saying what? Resident Evil came out 2 came out like forever ago.
Dude, it came out like forever.
Why are you talking about that? So, well, let me tell you. What they're doing is instead of making Resident Evil 2 a remake, because it came out so long ago and we've all been begging for a remake of Resident Evil 2 forever, they re-released Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube and they remastered everything. It was the same game, the same controls and everything, but all upgraded graphics, and it was awesome. And they did the same thing with Resident Evil 0, but we all wanted them to do it with Resident Evil 2, and they had not done it. Resident Evil 2 is probably one of the more popular of the old-style Resident Evil games before Resident Evil 4. I know I'm saying a lot of stuff, but stay put. It's coming. Resident Evil 2 now is being released not so much as a remake, but more of a reimagining of the game. Basically, the developers have gone in, they sat down together, went through the entire Resident Evil 2 game, and looked at what they wanted to keep, what they wanted to cut, and how they were going to rebuild it into a third-person view game.
I was going to ask about that. So you showed me the first one a while ago, a couple months ago, roughly. And it was like a top-down kind of thing where the controls controlled your 360 rotation, that sort of thing. 2 was that same thing.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 played the same as Resident Evil 1, where to move forward, you always hold up.
Right.
So even if you're facing downwards towards the TV, you still pressed up to go forward. Yeah. So it's kind of awkward controls. You get used to it. The big fans will love those controls. Other ones will hate it because they're so bad.
Or they'll like the remembrance of the controls.
But ever since they released Resident Evil 4, they've gone for a third-person view, which is definitely cool because it's a lot more up close. They want a more up close, personal look at the zombies. So in the originals, when zombie comes at you, you see it from a distance. You know, a tiny character being attacked by a zombie. You're like, oh, look at that. But in the newer ones, zombie gets up in your face and they zoom in and it freaks you out. You know, they want to be a more submersive, scary experience. So they're redoing this all into Resident Evil 2, and it honestly looks amazing.
What's the, like, in short, with as little spoilers as possible, what's the story with it? Because after I finished Revelations, I was like, this game's pretty good. I want to play the rest of them.
Well,
now, did Revelations spoil anything from the earlier games? Or is it like its own story?
Revelations, you play as Jill Valentine. She's the main character.
You play as like 6. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, right.
But you play as like 6
that's
people.
true, because you started as Jill Valentine. Jill Valentine was in the first game.
Sorry, good.
But so is Chris Redfield, who is also in Revelations. You play as Claire Redfield, who is Chris Redfield's sister in Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 also introduced Leon Kennedy, who is one of the more popular Resident Evil characters due to his fandom in Resident Evil 4. Sure, he was famous in Resident Evil 2, but it was Resident Evil 4 that really brought him his fame.
Is Leon one of the two?
Leon!
The really high-pitched one? Dude, I couldn't stand those guys.
What?
Leon and... I don't know. It was like the tall, skinny...
Leon wasn't in Resident Evil Revelations.
What am I thinking of? Someone else, then, I guess.
Leon wasn't in Revelations.
But he's in 2.
Yes.
So I will experience his
awesomeness.
Bodily
and his great hair. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. I believe you. I'll trust you.
Yeah. So they've done a lot. They showed a lot of gameplay. They showed about 10 minutes of gameplay this week. Some of the liquor footage. And, yeah, it just looks cool. It's looking really good.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Revelations, just the style of it, the look of it.
The upgraded.
Revelations 2, actually, is also on the Switch. You play as Claire Redfield in that, along with Barry Burton, who was in the first Resident Evil. But not playable.
That's it. I'm getting Revelations 2, which I already planned on, but didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Claire Redfield is Chris Redfield's sister. Good thing it's not his wife or anything, because then Jill would be out of luck. So, like Parker
Jill's sandwich.
Like Parker's, maybe he's just not into you, or whatever Parker said to whatever her name was. She's a trainer. We don't care about her. So moving on to in episode I think 2 of Geekbeef Gaming, we talked about the Call of Duty 4 Battle Royale beta.
Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Oh, Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4. My apologies. Get out of here. We talked a little bit about the beta. We both had played it. Now, I was really stupid. I didn't know you... So the beta came out, I think... People who pre-ordered it could play it on the 14th? Or like a week prior to when the beta...
I don't know how that all worked. I got a code from NVIDIA like 2 weeks before, and they gave me early access.
My friend said...
And they were like, here's a whole bunch of codes to share with your friends. And I didn't give one to you because I didn't think you cared. And they were like, hey, we should play this together. And I was like, okay. And then we did.
Well, what was really funny about it is... One of my friends told me that they sent like an email to everyone that had an NVIDIA graphics card in their like registered under like their account, and I never got a code. I was looking through my emails. I was like, I didn't get this. What the heck? And he's like, I don't know. Sorry.
Don't you get like 16 emails from NVIDIA every week?
No, those go in my spam automatically.
There's your problem.
Oh, that's
so you probably got the code. It's probably in your spam. You got spam codes.
Spam codes.
Man, that's the worst when you get spam codes.
I gotta apply lotion to my spam codes. Anyway, so what I did is I pre-ordered the game, and I had no intention of getting it. So I played it the 14th, and I think the open beta for everyone came out the 15th. And so my one friend was like, "You're an idiot. Why did you pre-order it? Just play it tomorrow." And I was like, "I wanted to play now." And I ended up returning it. I emailed them, and I was like, "Hello, this was a mistake of purchase." And they were like, "We got you."
What, you didn't like the beta? You have no intention of getting Black Ops 4?
Well, the thing about
Rattle Boyale mode?
Rattle Boyale. That felt so natural coming off of my tongue.
Better grab that lotion again. For your Rattle Boyales.
For my spam codes. It was... The Battle Royale was good. They're in the midst of all of these Battle Royale games being thrown on Steam and all these different consoles and stuff right now. It's hard.
It's getting overwhelming.
It's very saturated. Even in the beginning stages of it, it's happening a lot. Like there was the Ring of Elysium, which I'd like to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about that next gaming episode. That's another one that came out as well that I've been playing. That's pretty fun. But it's just another Battle Royale game to me. That's kind of how it feels. And the mechanics felt a little weird.
The difference of Call of Duty is that it's Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty already has a huge fan base. So there's a huge fan base that's going to come in and immediately play the new Battle Royale mode on it. Right. Same thing with Battlefield. I feel like Battlefield has such a huge fan base that they're all going to go in and play the Battlefield Battle Royale mode.
Which we might talk about next week as well. Just what was your opinion on it? Like, what were your first...
I enjoyed the Battle Royale mode, but this isn't all about the Battle Royale mode. Call of Duty still has its regular multiplayer.
They're going to have a campaign.
They have their campaign.
There is going to be a campaign.
Right, and there's going to be multiplayer. You know, your
on the
typical...
campaign. Okay.
Typical multiplayer,
I didn't
right?
Know that. I mean, that's all I thought it was
I mean, there
Battle
should
Royale.
be. I don't know.
That's all the beta was the Battle Royale. Sorry, we're like interrupting each other. The Battle Royale was the beta. There was no campaign or anything on it.
Right, they didn't show any
no
campaign.
Zombies. No.
They didn't show any multiplayer battle modes. Standard multiplayer Call of Duty battle modes, which I'm assuming will still be in the game. Is there going to be a zombie mode in this one?
Oh, you can't have Black Ops without zombies, my guy.
You can't have Call of Duty without zombies anymore. If you don't, then... If you do,
it's not Call of Duty. If you don't, then you do. It's not working out.
If you don't, then you do. Then you might. Then you will.
But yes.
Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Your pigs are mine.
I like it. Yeah, there will be zombies for sure. I don't know if there's gonna be a zombies mode like there was in the first.
You know what?
Through Black Ops 3.
We'll find out this week, because Black Ops 4 comes out this week.
We'll find out when it comes out,
guys. Now I played all of the Call of Duty games. Somewhat. I mean, I buy them all.
You've played every single one. You may not have beaten them all, though.
Yeah.
I got you. The one I played the most was Call of Duty 2. I've played...
Call of Duty 2?
No, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay. That's better. I was like, Call of Duty 2?
Now, there was one that was released for the DS, which was Call of Duty...
Probably like
World
digital
War?
syncing or something.
World War something?
World War?
World War II?
I don't remember.
There's a World War Call of Duty one that came out for the
you know what would have been cool with that game?
If they
is if they used Hunter's controls in it.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime Hunters.
There's a game Metroid. And I love it.
I like your shirt, Josh. I'm going to pause right here, Josh Beef, and tell you how much I like your Crash Bandicoot shirt. If you like Crash Bandicoot, let us know in the comments below, because I love Crash Bandicoot.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Wow.
If you don't mind.
What a stand-up guy you are, apologizing like that for something so small.
I'm a stand-up guy. Yeah, I had something Call of Duty for DS. 100 controls would have been great. Oh my lord. What the heck? Are you alright?
I don't even know where to go from here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I've never seen you laugh as hard. Actually, I have.
If you enjoyed our episode of Geek Beef Gaming today, you can check us out on our other social media plugs
Such as geekbeef.com. Look us up on Facebook, Geekbeef on Facebook, Geekbeef on Instagram. It's just at Geekbeef, and we'll be on there. We'll be posting some stuff, and let us know what kind of content you guys want to see, and that's also a great way to get in contact with us. So Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, and most importantly, do not forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
I don't know, where's the button?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. And don't forget to hit the bell so that you get notified anytime we
It's
post.
red, guys.
It's
The subscribe button's red. And bells.
Yeah, the bell's gray.
Bell's gray?
The bell's gray.
Oh, and give us a thumbs up. Or
If
a
you
thumbs
would.
out if you don't like us, because that's cool too.
Yeah, I mean, we're good with that. Well, this has been Geek Beef. I'm
My-
Josh Beef. Are you on? What's your name?
My name's Andy Beef,
I'm Josh Beef.
and this is Geek Beef.